This video I make, gentlemen, to go to the final. This information must go to the NATO, because NATO is on the way for big mistake in the world, which is they don't have no clue what is coming from space and what is going to happen. So I am guilty myself, or not guilty, but God is going to judge me. This video I do, if I did something against the God will judge me. Who was behind that and who causing I do mistake, or basically using drugs or something like that. So I am not addiction, I am not the drug addict, alcoholic, or this. I am free man, but only sometime power of the evil caused me by system in Canada. I go do wrong direction, which is the coming back by God. My duty to send you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last message to the NATO building. The space I bring it to you, because Russia, China must win by me to the world. And United States is by Joe Biden costing today to Russia not win the future. And I am bringing to you, ladies and gentlemen, today to know that, and Canada is behind that. Canada causing major problem for the Russia and for China today. If one country become judge today, not United States, they must bring final breaking down Canada business and technology for this crime against the Russia, against the China. I bring it to you, ladies and gentlemen, here to know that if Russia not raising nuclear atom explosion to the I bring it to you here, give me 1 second, to the NATO, this building in the NATO must be destroyed, ladies and gentlemen. This is a final message I send to all of you to know that someone be chosen by God from space coming, and this man riding the white horse by angel behind this man. This is not in the book, but in the book of the Bible, there's a 4 horsemen coming. First one coming white horse. He beat to concord and conquers. So person is God choosing like me to come to give you the message, which is white horse rider they call. I am bringing this message to you, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot lose the war. I can tell you right now. Russia is my army. China is my army. In the world, God choosing this army to stand for earth. You must believe United States have many Christians in United States. Many people believe in. But if you don't freeze in Joe Biden and those people behind the Joe Biden, you must believe United States be shut down on the dark day. Holding the system of United States will break down, ladies and gentlemen, to shut down the Joe Biden in the Washington. But I understand 9.5 earthquakes coming to the Washington, they destroyed, smash everything, and black out by solar storm coming, sun attack United States. Before all this happening, I am bringing to you, ladies and gentlemen, to know that NATO must step down immediately because of the angel of the God coming by space to crash down completely on the nuclear atom explosion to the NATO. I bring it here.
Силовой столб, поднимающийся с земли, быстро увеличился в объеме. Через несколько секунд после взрыва диаметр полевого столба составлял около 10 радиусе.
Ladies and gentlemen, this explosion not going to happen by only by US, by Russia or China. This coming by space, and this space attack can cost completely a few hundred million fall. If it's European have army by NATO, many countries that part they losing their ground because they joined the NATO. They went to NATO. Many countries that part from, you can call Turkey, Polish, many countries that part, European, German, they losing their ground Finland, Sweden, because of the NATO. They joined the NATO. So I bring it to you here, ladies and gentlemen, this explosion coming to happen here.
Как место сброса. Вспышка и последующее свечение, несмотря на сплошную облачность, были видны в радиусе до 1000 километров. Кривой столб, поднимающийся с земли, быстро увеличился в объеме. Через несколько секунд после взрыва диаметр пылевого столба составлял около 10 километров.
My duty, God want to send into you to NATO to know that if China, I bring it here back again.
Putin and Xi Jinping on February 4th of this year, when the two met during the Winter Olympics, and their very close economic integration in the field of energy, and to simultaneously block NATO from threatening Russia and block the United States from supporting Taiwan against China's legitimate claims to Taiwan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that NATO do crime behind the word, basically. And United States Joe Biden is the side of the crime in United States supporting this crime. You can call anti-Christ operation. I can say there is nothing else besides. Russia is not anti-Christ. Even China, communists, they are not anti-Christ. Can you think about that? China is the communist country, but they are not anti-Christ. Christ is there with China, I can tell you today. Because God chose the China to raise behind the Russia and attacking NATO. Russia and China responsible to destroy the complete NATO operation, NATO building, NATO city, completely be destroyed. Before, I bring it to you here, before this angel bringing Sodom and Gomorrah to the NATO, by biggest explosion ever happening in the world, completely crushed on the NATO. But if we wait for angel to attack NATO, we are talking about at least few hundred million side of the NATO be destroyed. It means be ashes all over in that part, those countries they join with the NATO. So we are responsible to raising, to freezing NATO in the earth, not NATO movement, ladies and gentlemen, and this building must be destroyed. And this gentleman must be removed immediately because his wisdom is not enough. He caused in major nuclear war by space attacking, completely crushed on. Many people die. You can say we are talking about at least few hundred million be die in this war because of NATO crime behind the China, behind the Russia. So I am bringing to you here, ladies and gentlemen, and Space God said want to you understand. These two men must come together and be raised by many countries behind these two men to stand their ground and saving the earth before nuclear war happening. And this nuclear war, I can tell you right now again, ladies and gentlemen, few hundred million, we are talking about at least few hundred million, maybe coming to 1 billion even. Because according to the Bible, even they say 2/3 of the people in the earth be crushed on. 2/3. We are talking about 1 billion. We are talking about 2 billion people is gonna die. What is coming by space, by according to prophecy of the Bible. So before this happening, God want number one. Before 2 billion people die, God want you shutting down this building, NATO, destroy the complete NATO system in the European and crush down the NATO by nuclear atom explosion, destroy the NATO. If you give the message to NATO to not they shut down, if they don't shut down, NATO be under nuclear attack. I bring it to you here, ladies and gentlemen. This attack coming to NATO by space, God's side. Look into that.
были видны в радиусе до 1000 километров. Полевой столб, поднимающийся с земли, быстро увеличился в объеме. Через несколько секунд после взрыва диаметр полевого столба составлял около 10 километров.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, the space God's side to you understand. Beside that, we understand Canada is one of the crime behind the system. Canada, ladies and gentlemen, costing many crime. You can say behind the Russia, even behind the mission of God. By system of Canada, give to this multicultural here to bring the people down. Those people be calling for the mission, which is they cannot bring me down. I can promise to you the God word or God blood. They cannot bring me down. Beside that, I destroyed their country. Canada be marked, ladies and gentlemen, for major tsunami, solar storm by sun heat coming to the Canada. This sun heat coming to Canada 2022 costing Canada government must be shut down. Space will cost government of Canada shut down before many die. So I bring it to you here, ladies and gentlemen. These two men must be supported and must be raised, and NATO must get back up by those countries they join the NATO before few hundred million be killed in the NATO system. All the countries join the NATO, they are in the risk. Ladies and gentlemen, all those countries is on the risk for 55%. They be crushed and destroyed completely. NATO must be shut down, ladies and gentlemen, and NATO must be destroyed. This man must be removed, or this man must be completely crushed and removed, because this information God want space sending third war coming by nuclear explosion, by angel of the God bringing nuclear attack from space. So we are responsible before few hundred million to 1 billion even die. We must shut down the NATO and bring in United States and basically completely crash down the United States system by destroying Joe Biden in the United States. You can call John Kennedy, they shoot the John Kennedy, they killed the John Kennedy. Joe Biden is not bigger than John Kennedy. John Kennedy was a righteous man, not criminal. They kill him, but Joe Biden is the not righteous man. Obama was a criminal. They did not kill these people because system of the United States get wrong direction, which is the here. I tell you here, angel of the God will shut down the Washington DC by nuclear explosion from space, and this can happen by super volcano to Yellowstone and crush down half of the United States gone. We are, ladies and gentlemen, we are responsible to do two things: shut down the Joe Biden and shut down the NATO immediately before few hundred million people be killed. And the number going up. Number is not will stop if we are not coming to these two men to raising Russia, China for economy finance in the earth, for helping the world. Not NATO. I can promise to you the NATO must be destroyed very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen, and NATO must be shut down, because NATO give credit to the criminal country, even antichrist or terrorist organization. They give credit to bring it to the NATO, join the NATO, which is the Canada is one of those countries on the criminal investigation by space, by God's side, to shutting down their country first by the sun attack coming. So we are responsible to raising Mr. Putin and China and save the world, because you don't have no idea what kind of astronaut comets by space God releasing. At least I told you that few hundred million to 1 billion people be killed. United States be ashes all over. United States be wiped up from the whole thing, the history of the world, and Joe Biden be last president in United States, I can promise to you in this message, if United States not go to their knees and remove this man Joe Biden immediately, and I don't know who is going to raise United States again, but only things freezing Joe Biden and raising the Russia before too late for United States. If you don't raise the Russia, United States, I am bringing nuclear attack to you, United States, Joe Biden. I can promise to you, God blood, holding the system of United States I destroyed, all the NASA technology I destroyed, satellite in United States I destroyed, to shutting down your country. You never go do crime again to the next country like Russia when God choosing the Russia. This is the completely I bring it to you, ladies and gentlemen, to believe this information coming to roots. If we don't take action against the NATO to freeze in NATO and freeze in United States for crime behind the Russia. This coming by third world, and we must raise in the China, Russia one team to solve this